I'm Jimmy Gownley. I'm the creator of Amelia Rules, which is a kids' graphic novel series, and I am a cartoonist, a comic book artist in particular, because of Dave, Sim, and Cerebus. I was 14 years old, not the best time to be a human, being a 14-year-old. Walked into a comic book store and I found this book, Cerebus. I bought the most recent issue, which is issue 80, and the oldest issue you could find, which was 66, which is the infamous baby throwing issue. Bought both of those and realized this is what I wanted to do with my life. I just think it's the best comic book ever written. I think it's the most beautifully drawn comic. I think it's hilariously funny when it wants to be, and super moving and thought-provoking when it wants to be that. And I just can't say enough things about Cerebus.
Well, tell us about your book here, Amelia Rules, multiple Eisner and Harvey nominee.
Yeah, always a bridesmaid.
How did you come up with the concept behind this book?
I used to do a comic book called Shades of Grey. I started when I was just in high school, like about 6 months after I discovered Cerebus, and decided I was going to self-publish a comic book and sold it out of my locker. And I enjoyed doing it, but it was never going to be the kind of thing that I could do as a career, or for a living. So one day I just had the page I was working on, I just flipped it over, and I drew this little girl character, and I showed it to the person who was sitting with me. At the time, she was my long-suffering girlfriend. She's now my long-suffering wife. I said, hey, what do you think of this little girl? She said, she's cute. I said, oh, maybe I should do something with her. What should we call her? We thought for a minute, and the same exact second, we both said Amelia. So I took that as a cosmic sign that my next comic was. So I drew this little picture, showed it to her. We both said Amelia. So I took that as a cosmic sign that I should do that as my next project, this Amelia Rules. And I started doing it in 2001, and I self-published it for a number of years, up until 2008, when I licensed the publishing rights to Simon & Schuster. And we're up through 5 volumes now, and doing at least 8.
And did the Cerebus Guide to Self-Publishing help at all?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Well, because before even the Guide to Self-Publishing came out, I was following, obviously, Cerebus in the monthly comic book, and all of those essays when he was doing them as note for the presidents were just humongously helpful, and just great. And beyond even that, though, I remember my very first comic book I did. I was only 15 years old, and I made it, and I sent it out to, I think, like 100 professionals, and I got 2 responses. One was from Dennis Kitchen, and one was from Dave Sim. And he took the time to tell me about my lettering, and then it has to be either exactly straight up and down, or it has to be at a certain angle, but they all have to be parallel to each other. I just couldn't believe that someone would take the time to do something like that, for someone who obviously, was a complete rank amateur. But I'll always remember that, and that was hugely influential to me. And then I eventually got, nominated for Best Letterer for ripping off all of Dave's ideas. So that was nice, too.
Jimmy, thank you very much for your time.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Appreciate it.